been done here. And it sounded like Attorney Sweat was willing to recommend to the board that this is a viable option, but he needed to do his due diligence. And I think that's what he's done, but.
Michael Crudy had done that last fall though.
But,
To my knowledge, I think they were at the planning commission meeting, not the supervisor.
We were here.
I
No, we were
understand that.
here.
But did you just say that you
Yeah.
had to put the brakes on it because
We
of?
put the brakes on when we couldn't close on, because why would I buy 5 additional undesirable lots you can't even access when we weren't closing on the 10? We didn't even know that we could clean up the 10. I mean, this has been thousands and thousands of dollars. We didn't know if financially we could do this.
Right.
So we've almost done it. And our attorney said, go ahead. We're waiting for the final loan to be cleared. You can go ahead, but we're concerned again, if now this lot, now they're having a repository sale. If it goes up, you know, what if someone purchases that and says, okay, well now you're gonna put a house and they're gonna put a big mobile home next to you down there. I don't want the 10 lots then either. And we wasted thousands and thousands of dollars and hundreds of hours.
And the
So-
property just sits at that.
And the property just sits. Again, you're not getting any tax dollars.
Well, I think that the board their ears are wide open to what Gary Sweat has to say. I think maybe, and this happens often in my experience here with municipal government, when you put the brakes on, it is not uncommon for our professionals to put the brakes on because they don't act until the board authorizes them to act.
But the facts we were waiting for, we already had. Like, for him to say, yes, we can do that.
Ma'am, It's highly unusual for a township to buy property out of a repository.
I know that.
That will benefit a private citizen.
But it will benefit Union Township.
But it's highly unusual, and they are not required to do it.
I understand that.
Based on what we have learned in talking with Attorney Blaine Black, I'm prepared to recommend to the board to do that, okay? It's not gonna be done tonight. I still need some information. We need to talk about a proposed offer the township supervisors are willing to make based on Mr. Black's, or Attorney Black's recommendation. It will be on the agenda 2 weeks from tonight. We'll have, assuming their approval, the paperwork into Mr. Black by August 26th, which is the date he gave us. That's well in advance of the city.
So should we register for the repository sale or not? Like that, I'm just concerned if something happens
I said that we would be
again.
in touch with you, but that's probably not a bad idea.
Yeah, I'm just
I
concerned
don't think
because
there's a whole lot to register. You just put your name and,
there's to be notarized and everything. There's a lot of paperwork.
I haven't seen it. I don't know what's involved.
It's just
If you want-
disappointing that we spent
if you
over
want-
5 hours sitting here and I feel like we haven't gotten anywhere when we had done this last fall. Just disappointing, that's all.
Did the lots get consolidated? I was in the
Yes.
planning, it was, so those, Ms. Dare and Mr. Chucks were in the planning commission too. So I was in the audience when you guys were here about the paper road and and I remembered it all because I have a few people that I know that have the property behind the property that you're talking about. Different people over the years that have tried to buy that out of Sayre, but it was a bulk of 5, and this neighbor, was willing to buy this lot, and this neighbor was willing to buy this one, and this person wanted the paved road, and like you said, it's a big old mess. But did we consolidate those?
When we
I
closed,
only
it,
ever remembered
we
it
got
being at a
approval.
planning commission.
We
not
got
at a
approval to
supervisor.
consolidate. I have all the paperwork in here. It's as soon as we closed it, we were gonna come back and it's to be
I
consolidated.
just didn't remember it, maybe I was on vacation or something.
I don't think technically it's consolidated right now.
But we got approval for it as soon as we
Yeah.
We have
closed.
to purchase it first.
Yeah, that's the problem. We couldn't close.
Yeah, so what, once you do close, and if you wanna add those other parcels,
That was the plan.
Yeah, right.
We'd have to come back.
But that would require a subdivision, and it has to be signed off and recorded in the report.
Correct,
Right.
so the subdivision was prepared for the parcels, not including the 4 or 5 that you guys are talking about.
Within
And
the sub-
it was approved, but I don't believe it was recorded.
No, because we didn't close. This isn't it. Right, that's wrong.
Yeah, so-
Somebody that I know, Sharita, has property behind you, and she was concerned about the paper road, and I think that there might be a storage right away.
There's no paper road. The paper road's gone.
It's gone.
Paper road's gone as of June. After 21 years of not being used, it's gone. Which makes these lots totally landlocked.
Yes.
I mean,
And
we have
hers
to,
as well, I believe, from what? I'm
no,
not
she can
entirely
access from down below.
Yeah.
It sounds like the conversations at the beginning
we're gonna have to,
Better
yeah.
days in the summer.
Any other thoughts? Okay, okay, moving on to,